Good evening, everybody. Please, can you hear me? If you can hear me, just drop a comment. Drop a comment if you can hear me. My apologies. I was having trouble with the internet, but it's working now. So that was why I was a bit delayed. So just let me know if you can hear me still. All right. Anselm says loud and clear. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. That's good. All right. So I will just wait a couple more minutes to see how many more people will come on, and then we are going to kick off. All right. Again, my apologies. I had tech issues, so that's why we are starting behind schedule. Good, good, good. David, nice. All right. So in exactly 1 minute, I'm going to kick off. In exactly 1 minute. Today we're going to talk about how to use 5 to 15 minute webinars to sell skincare supplements. How to use 5 to 10 minute webinars to sell skincare supplements. So we'll kick off exactly in exactly 1 minute. Okay. All right. So we're just going to kick off. So welcome everybody to today's training. Today we're going to talk about how to use 5 to 15 minute webinars to sell beauty, skincare, and health supplements. Now, what you're about to learn is something that it's not popular yet. It's not popular yet, and you might be wondering: is it possible to actually do a webinar in 5 to 15 minutes? The answer is yes. It is 100% possible. In fact, I'm going to show you an example right here in this training for one that I've done. That is actually the basis of the VSL that we're doing for that particular product, the hair volume product. You see it, and then I'm going to lay out for you the step by step how to do it so that you can do it by yourself and on your own, right? So, why webinars? So, it used to be that to sell skincare, beauty, health, people would use magalogs, long term sales letters, and VSLs, right? But now we're using webinars. Why webinars? Because people see webinars as value for time spent watching. Webinars don't feel like they are being sold to. And then they are happy that there is a solution that they can take advantage of immediately. They are happy there's a solution they can take advantage of immediately. The reason why webinars work so well is because webinars is about teaching. It's about teaching people, bringing a solution to them, showing them something that is valuable, and then bringing new knowledge to them, new insights to them, new data to them. So when you do that, they see it as value for the time they have spent watching. They don't feel like you are selling anything to them. And then at the end, they're happy that there's a solution that they can take advantage in order to either fill a need or solve the problem that the webinar is about. So, what is the 5 to 15-minute webinar script for physical products? And by the way, this is not just limited to only physical, to only or beauty or skincare. You can do this for literally any product. Literally any product. So you first of all start with a headline. A very simple way is to start with a how to headline. How to do so so and so. So the so so and so is the big idea that you are promising them. How to replace all your lost hair. How to sleep like a baby every single night. How to sleep as soundly as a baby every single night. These are just examples based on the two supplements that we have that I'm giving you. We could literally come up with as many of them as possible, right? So you start with the headline, how to you make a big idea promise, and then you open it. You say, "Hey, did you know that?" And then you mention a big misconception. The big misconception is something that people think is true about that thing, or what people believe to be true about that problem that is not really true. Hey, did you know that the reason why you are losing your hair is not because of genes? It's not because you are getting old, and it's not because you are blah blah blah. You see what I did there, and then you continue. I know it sounds crazy because we are so used to hearing about, and then you mention the usual thing that people usually hear about, right? And while that is important, I'm going to share three secrets with you today that is going to revolutionize the way you, and then you mentioned the area of their life that is going to be revolutionized. And then you continue and you say, but before that, who I am, why are you telling them who you are? You need to tell them who you are because most people who are going to be watching your webinar don't know you from Adam. So you have to introduce yourself. Well, my name is Ronald, and I'm your host tonight. My job here tonight is to show you very, very clearly and straight to the point how you can begin to regrow every single hair that you have lost till date. So, what is this solution? What is the big idea? What is the thing that you will reveal to them? It is, you mention the thing. Then the next line, give them more details about the thing. So, what is this big thing that you are going to reveal to them? What is this hair loss solution that I'm bringing to you today? It is called DHT. Again, I'm going to show you an example of how I did it for the hair product. I'm going to show you to right here in this training. I'm just laying out the step by step for you. So you continue and you say, so I'm going to share with you three secrets about that thing that you have told them is the big thing that you are revealing to them. Why three? It is three because for some reason, researchers have found out that when you offer things in odd numbers, it makes more impression on people. So instead of saying one thing, one is just one, and instead of saying two, two is an even number, we're giving them an odd number, which is three. So we say three things. So I'm going to share with you three things about that thing that is the solution you're bringing to them, and how you can, not mention the big payoff. The big payoff is the big benefit. What is the big benefit that they are going to get? Now, when you have gotten to this point, the next thing that enters their head is an objection, because you have told them that what they believe, used to believe is not true, right? You have told them that there's three things that you are going to share with them about how to achieve this big goal that they have. But because of human nature, their mind will start kicking up objections. Their mind will start saying, is it really true? So you have to mention that objection right there at that point so that they can stop objecting to it. So you say, and I know what you're already thinking. You're already thinking that this is not true. I mean, common knowledge says that this is how it is. But again, I'm going to show you a great way that you can actually regrow your hair, if assuming that's the product I'm working on, and get amazing results. So the first secret is, you now mention the first secret. Remember, you said we are going to share with them three secrets. So you need to sit down and go to Google and find three things that you can share about the solution that you are bringing to them. Is that understood? So you mentioned the first secret. So the big idea is, you now begin to explain what that first secret is, and you tell them this is important. You have to tell why it is important, why that secret is important, or why that knowledge is important. This is important because, you now tell them why, and we say, all right, onward. The second secret is, you mention the second secret. Then again, you tell them that the main thing to understand about this second secret is so so and so. This means that you mention again why that second secret is important. And then the third secret, you do the same thing again. This is key because you explain to them why that third secret is important. And then again, you go back to the next objection that you think they are going to have, right? You come up with the next objection. You say, well, the tricky thing is that you now explain the real truth behind that objection that they don't realize. Now, note that all of these things, these objections, these three secrets, these misconceptions, everything is what you are going to get through research. Every single one of them is something you are going to get through research. And I'm going to show you how to do that research, right? And guess what? Guess what, guys? You don't even need to go to Google to do this research now. You can do this research using Chat GPT. We don't have a video for Chat GPT, but we are going to record a new video for how to use Chat GPT to do all of this research for every product that you want to promote from Kairos offers. So you tell them the real truth behind that objection, right? And then you continue and you say, so I have I have discovered, I have found, I have uncovered. You use a verb here, right? A verb ending in ed. I have uncovered this thing that we have developed or that we have created or that we have found. And then you explain to them what they can do with this thing that you just revealed to them. So, what makes this thing special? What makes it special is that this is what that thing is going to do for them. This thing that you have discovered or created or found is your solution. It is your product. It is hair volume, or it is sleep restore, or it is shine armor, our new product that we're going to be listing this week, right? And then you explain what the product is going to do for them, what that solution is going to do for them. And then you continue and you say, and I, as your coach or as your teacher or as your mentor or as your guide, I don't like the word mentor or coach. For some reason, I don't like it, you know. So I like using words like guide. So I, as your guide, who has, you now mention something important about you. So that something can be I, as your guide, who has spent the last 6 to 12 months researching this thing. What I do is that I help people just like you regrow their hair using this product that I found. And what I found is that if you use this product, you are going to get so so and so result. What that thing that you have found, that thing that you have created, what is it going to do for them? It's going to regrow your hair. You start seeing results within 3 weeks, or within 30 days, or within 45 days. And then you go for the close. If you click the link, you can now tell them what they can do when they click the link. If you click the link today, you can begin to use this solution faster than anybody else. And then we bring in scarcity. I honestly don't know how much longer this product is going to be available. I honestly don't know how much longer this solution is going to be up on this website. I honestly don't know how long hair volume is going to last because it is in limited quantities. And by the way, it is. So prices will probably go up because this product works so well that we are not sure the price. I'm not sure that the price is going to stay the same forever. So click the link below. We invite them again the second time to click the link to get it today while it is still available. I'm always here to help, and I can't wait to show for you to tell me all of the amazing results that you have gotten. You can write it in a different way. You can say, I'm always here, we're always here to help. And I can't tell you all of the amazing results that we have gotten for men who thought they could never grow their hair again. Men just like you who are struggling with the same hair loss issue, right? Now, if you have an OTO, we can now mention it here, right? And then you conclude by saying, I can't wait to see you on the inside. Have a great day. And then you close your webinar. This script doesn't take more than 5 to 15, 20 minutes to complete and finish, guys, right? It doesn't take more than 5 to 15, 20 minutes to finish. So now, let me show you how we did it using the same script how we did it for male hair loss, right? How to. So I'm just going to run through the script. Hey, did you know that you've been lied to about the real reason why you have been losing your hair? I know it sounds crazy because we're so used to hearing about the usual things like genetics, diet, and lifestyle. And while all of that is important, guys, it is missing the real big reason why most men today are going bald even before they hit 35. If you are experiencing any form of hair loss, I'm going to share three secrets with you today that is going to revolutionize the way you think about your hair and give you a solution that will have you growing back your hair faster than anything you have tried in the past. But before we get to that, who am I? Well, my name is Ronald, and I am an avid hair loss researcher. 6 years ago, after I clocked 36, I began to notice that my hairline was receding backwards. At first, I chalked it up to the fact that I had recently had a surgery and probably lost some nutrients. But when it continued, I then started wondering if my genes was at fault. You see, my granddad had been bad, and I had read somewhere, just like you have probably done, that hair loss could be attributed to genetics. But genetics or not, I was desperate not to lose my hair, as I guess you are too. Look, I'm somewhat good looking, but I know I want to win a contest for the most handsome man in Nigeria. And I was terrified that losing my hair would make me look uglier, meaning I might begin to lose opportunities in the work and relationship parts of my life. Because no matter how much we try to deny it, how we look on top of our head is a big factor for how people choose us. I also didn't want to be condemned to wearing a cap like Banky W to hide my baldness. In fact, I hate caps. That was what turned me into an avid researcher of hair loss issues. So, over the next few months and years, I read hundreds of hair journals, online articles, forums. I watched countless of videos on TV and online, and I emailed tens of doctors, most of whom treated several Hollywood celebrities. And my quest uncovered the answer. Something that, if you are currently losing your hair, will make you jump for joy. So, what is this amazing hair loss answer I found? It's the fact that the reason why you're losing your hair has nothing to do with your genes. It also has nothing to do with your lifestyle. It's more about this, right? So at this point, I'm going to put a formula for DHT. What you're looking at is a byproduct enzyme inside your body, and its reaction with other things that go on in there is the biggest singular reason that is causing your hair follicles to weaken, die, and fall off, leading you to become progressively bald. And today I'm going to share with you three secrets about the answer. This hair loss discovery and how you can use it to progressively regrow your hair if you have lost it or stop its depletion if you are currently losing it. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking, I've heard something like this before and it was a waste of time. I assure you, this is different. It's something quite unlike what you have seen or heard before that will show you how to finally and forever say bye bye to hair loss problems in your life as you marvel at the amazing results you're seeing. Are you ready? So, the first secret is hair creams, hair lotions, and poultices do not recover hair for men, aka, they do not work. The hair loss treatment manufacturing industry is a $3.9 billion industry, and their goal is not to make your hair grow back. I mean, think about it. If they make your hair grow back, how then will they make any more money selling their products? What they specialize in is giving you hope that your hair can grow back if you use their products. This is important to note because this is the only way they can sell you more and more products. And even if you give up on one hair lotion, serum, or cream and switch to a different brand, they still make money because you see, what you do not know is that most of the hair treatment products you see out there in the market are manufactured by just five companies: Procter and Gamble, Unilever PLC, L'Oreal SA, Taisho Pharmaceutical, and Pierre Fabre. These five companies control the production and sales of over 80% of the hair treatment solutions you will find in the market or pharmacies. You may see them on the shelves with different names, but be rest assured that two to three out of every five are coming from one company. What's more, research has shown that most of these products contain harmful chemicals like formaldehyde, which is used to embalm dead people in mortuaries, sodium lauryl sulfate, which causes skin aging, and parabens, which, wait for it, causes hair loss. Imagine that. Imagine buying a product to put on your scalp in order to stop your hair loss, but the chemicals inside it is used on corpses, ages your skin, making you look older than you really are over time, and actually even makes you lose your hair faster. Is that something you should be putting on your body? I don't think so. The second secret is follicular unit transplantation works, but it is expensive. This is a surgical procedure in which a plastic or dermatological surgeon removes hair to a bad area of the head, moves hair from a full area of the head and moves it to an area that has no hair. I have to write this part, right? And it works. It's popular among the rich and famous, entertainment celebrities and sports stars. It is exactly what Wayne Rooney did when he was going bald at the age of 25. But the thing is, it is expensive. In Nigeria, you will have to pay between $3,000 to $4,000, which is the equivalent of 2.5 million to 3.5 million naira for the procedure. And that is if you can find a plastic surgeon who can do it. This is important because most people advertising the procedure here in Nigeria are quacks. That is why people who can afford it fly to London or Dubai to get it done. The third secret is DHT. What is DHT, you ask? DHT is a sex hormone that is a modified version of testosterone, and it is the biggest singular reason for male pattern hair loss. Here's why knowing this is important. When your body produces far more testosterone than it can handle, it converts the excess to dihydrotestosterone, also known as DHT. An excess amount of this dihydrotestosterone affects the hair follicles. DHT interferes with the hair's growth cycle, shrinking and shortening the hair, making it easier for it to fall out and more difficult for it to grow back. Now I know what you're thinking. You're saying, so why doesn't the body just secrete it out, right? It does, but only if you make certain lifestyle changes like regular exercise, eating a steady diet of white mushroom, kale, tomatoes, watermelons, carrots, and mangoes. Also, foods like berries, liver, and oily fish. But even if you're able to do all of this, the process is slow. Plus, your body still needs DHT anyway, because DHT is what is responsible for keeping your prostate healthy, encouraging muscle growth, and keeping your voice manly. What you want is a way for your body to stop turning testosterone to DHT and having it in excess. In the course of my research, I found the answer, and that answer is DHT blocking. This is where you use natural herbs to block your body from turning normal testosterone into dihydrotestosterone. So your hair follicles can begin to grow and regenerate again. And the one solution that I discovered that makes that happen is you can take this food supplement I found called hair volume, which makes your hair come back to life again. What makes hair volume so special? It is a combination of 7 different herbs sourced from nature, which stop excess production of DHT. It rebuilds your hair follicles and it stops the spread of bacteria on your head. Together, these 7 herbs are fused together into one potent supplement. Here are the 7 herbs. Number one is pygeum bark, and then I explain what pygeum bark is. Number two is 40, and then I explain what it is. Number three is horsetail. Number four is pumpkin seed. Number five is saw palmetto, also known as Okpe Aginju by the Yorubas. Number six is nettle leaf. Number seven is green tea extract. Together, these 7 herbs were fused together into one potent supplement. And no, it is not all those hard to swallow pills or capsules or tablets. What it really is a gummy. This means that you can chew it like chewing gum and immediately have the herbs enter your digestive system and bloodstream to begin its work. And it has a great taste too. Just pop two into your mouth daily and give it time to work its magic. Once you start taking hair volume, you will begin to see an almost immediate change in your hair. Your hair will begin to grow again over a short time, become thicker and fuller like it used to be when you were young growing up. And I, as your guide, who has previously used hair volume to replace my lost hair, what I do is to be available to show you how to make that process easy, faster, and even more importantly, very cost effective for you. So, what I've done is I've negotiated with the importers of hair volume. They have created a special page online where you can go and order a bottle or two at a discounted price. If you click the link below this video, you can get your own supply of hair volume right now at a 40% price reduction. But this is only for a very limited window of time. I honestly don't know how much longer the importers will keep this discounted price up. You know how importers are. They are the only people who import hair volume, and as their stock depletes, they will likely shoot the prices up. This is the reason why you you we can't keep this offer up forever. So click the link below to get hair volume today while it is still available. We are always here to help, and I can't tell you all of the amazing results we have gotten for people with hair loss just like you. We also have this exciting bonus. Then you now put an image of the bonus for people who order today. It is then we tell them what the bonus is about. I can't wait to hear your results from using hair volume. Have a great day. If you have any questions, you can now put a phone number, maybe a WhatsApp number that they can contact you on. So guys, tell me, is this a great webinar? What do you think? What do you think? I want to see your responses, guys. What do you think? Fantastic. Okay. Good, good. Kodako says fantastic, very exceptional. David says good. All right. So um, I'm going to demonstrate for you guys how you can use um, Chat GPT to do get some of these um, to get some of these do some of this research. Chat GPT is very very good for doing a lot of this research. So I'm going to be stopping the screen for a bit, and then sharing the entire screen itself. Dukun says, I love it. That's good. That's good to hear. All right. So that's dot GPT. Okay. There we go. I hope I remember my password for this. Let me see. Okay, good. So we're in. So now here's one thing. I'm going to do a separate video for this and I'll upload it in the course area, right? But one thing I need to you guys to understand is that ChatGPT is Giggle. You guys know what Giggle is? Giggle is a computer term, means garbage in, garbage out. What you put into ChatGPT is what ChatGPT will give you. How you query ChatGPT will determine the kind of results that you get from ChatGPT. So the way to do it is using prompts. So prompt is what you tell ChatGPT to do for you. So now I want us to go back to our slide, and I want us to go back to the script, and I want you to notice something, guys, that we're going to use for the prompts. Right? I want you guys to notice something. Um, so you see where we say big misconception. So I'm going to have um, I'm going to have big misconception. All right, this big misconception. Um, and then we're going to have three secrets about hair loss. Most people who suffer from it do not know. All right, and then we continue. Mm, objections, right? Objections. O- Objections to new hair loss solutions. Okay, so I'm going to take these three things and we're going to create a prompt for ChatGPT. So we'll just say, hey Chat, um, I want you to see what I'm doing. Hi Chat, I want you to assume that you are doing research for a hair loss product. The target market is men who are at least 35 years old and above. Tell me what the big misconception about hair loss is and very wrong assumptions most people who suffer far hair loss take to be truth. I also want you. Okay, so we're going to do this prompt in two ways. I don't want to tell ChatGPT too much. So this prompt one, then we'll now do prompt two. So we already have the three things there. We now say, um, let's see. Okay, we can still merge all of this. Then also share with me what the biggest objections are to new hair loss solutions. So I'm going to take this, I'm now going to plug it into ChatGPT and then let ChatGPT do. You see, I came up with this prompt off the top of my head, so not perfect, but it's going to do the job. So let's see. Okay, so here's what ChatGPT says. So it says, um, biggest big misconception about hair loss is that it is solely determined by genetics. Exactly, just like we had. While genetics do play a significant role, there are various other factors which include hormonal imbalances, nutritional, medical conditions, medication, stress, lifestyle choices, all of it. So you see, I didn't even think about stress. So you can base your own around stress, right? Uh-huh. Or medical conditions. Okay, so wrong assumptions about hair loss. So these are like our three things, right? Hair loss is only experienced by older men. Wearing hats or using hair products cause hair loss. Hair loss is irreversible. So I can ignore number two. It doesn't have much relevance. But I can take number one. I can base my wrong assumption based on number one, or I can base it based on number three. Okay. So hair loss is irreversible. Many people assume that once hair loss starts, there's no way to reverse or slow it down. Exactly. So what are the big objections? Big objections are effectiveness, skepticism. One of the most common objections is regarding their effectiveness. Since hair loss is a complex issue, individuals may be hesitant to believe a new product or treatment would provide noticeable and lasting results. Safety concerns, cost considerations, exactly. So, we had those I mentioned something about cost, right? And we mentioned in the example I gave you, we mentioned effectiveness, but we didn't even talk about safety, right? Addressing these objections through transparent communication, blah blah, providing scientific evidence, testimonials, and offering affordable options can help alleviate concerns. Okay, so I continue with another prompt. Great work, chat. Now, tell me three secrets about hair loss that I can use to convince people that my solution, I don't know if this is the best prompt, will work for them. Let's see. Okay, individualized approach. Good. This is good, good, good. One secret about hair loss is, you see, it gave us only three because I asked for three, right? It says multi-modal approach. Another secret is that addressing hair loss requires a multi-modal approach. Scientifically proven ingredients. Okay, good. So we can talk about ingredients. So instead of three, I can edit this and say instead of three, I will say five. So individualized approach, combination approach, clinical evidence, testimonials, long-term maintenance. There you go. So you see how I'm using ChatGPT to find out all of these things, right? So this is how you now I can now take all of this information and now weave it into the script. Yes, we're going to give we're going to when I post the video, I'm going to for example, I we just uploaded the video for the last class today because it took us time to edit it. So when I upload this video, maybe in a couple of days or three, we are going to include the script so that you guys will have access to it. Okay. So going back here. So that's it, guys. This is how to create your own webinar for hair loss. You can use ChatGPT just like I showed you. We're also going to share these prompts with you. I'm going to write better prompts that you can use. So you can use it to gather information about what you need for your own script. Just follow the scripts and you'll be able to knock out a straightforward, straight to the point webinar that you can use to sell any of these products. All right. So, um, again, my apologies for we've not put up the VSLs yet. We had a last minute the doctors were trying to use we had recorded the videos, but the doctors were trying to use they reached out and said that we can't use them in the VSLs anymore. So what it means is that we have to recreate the webinars from scratch. Sorry, the VSLs from scratch again. So the Nigerian Medical Association is regulates doctors in Nigeria. Many doctors are very, very afraid of them. I've told them that they have nothing to worry about, but they seem not to believe that. So there's really nothing I can do about it. And I don't want to take a fake doctor and put a lab coat on them and shoot, right? So we have to redo the whole thing. So I'm going back to my first option, which was to use for foreign US doctors, foreign doctors. I wanted to use Nigerian doctors because Nigerian doctors, I believed, was going to be more relatable to Nigerians. But since we can't use Nigerian doctors, we are going to go back and use the foreign doctors. And hopefully, it still works out, right? So that's why we don't have the VSLs. But please be rest assured that the VSLs are going to be there, right? If you have anything, if you see any issue, just let us know, right? Let us know. Our job is to correct any issue, any mistakes. So if you see anything, maybe a price discrepancy, maybe something on the sales page doesn't seem right, just let us know. We are going to correct it. These things are tech issues, especially on the design side. We are not the ones handling it, so you are probably going to see some mistakes. If you let us know, we are going to reach back to the guys handling it, and they are going to correct it. Right? So it's nothing to get upset about. Just reach out to us, and we are going to do it. We're going to have our next class on Wednesday. Same time, we're going to post the link inside of the group, and everybody will be able to have access to it. So I'm going to take the next 5 minutes. If there's any questions you have about this particular training, you can ask now before I round up. So someone is asking, can we get the dog? Just like I said, yes, we are going to get the dog. You're going to get the script, and oh, you can always come back and watch this particular video over and over again. You already have the link now, so and you can access it that way too. But we're also going to post the doc once we put the video inside of the course area. You'll be able to access it. All right, so I'm not seeing any questions, guys. So in case any question comes to mind after we close, you can drop it in the group. We're just going to forward them to me, and we are going to answer them for you satisfactorily. All right. So thank you so much for being with me tonight. Wednesday we have another training, and then you are going to have that access. All right. So I look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday, same time, 8 p.m. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with me here tonight. Have a great, great, great day.